in here, rosebuds. Let's talk about it. I know you saw the thumbnail. Baby. Some of y'all do not need a podcast. I'm just going to say it straight up like that. You need a pastor, a publicist, or a better publicist, because the one you got is failing you, Corey. Failing you, and possibly a prolonged period of just freaking silence because you have gone way too far off the deep end, brother. Because what we are not going to ever do is get on a microphone, throw out life-ruining accusations like some loose glitter at the dollar store drag brunch, and then act shocked when the room gets toxic. No, sir. No, sir. No swollen ego with a studio mic and Wi-Fi password. No. Let me tell you something real slow for you people in the back and the people in the comments with poor judgment, because I saw y'all last night and I've been waiting for Poetic Flacco to say something about that podcast episode. When you start tossing around criminal labels on public platforms, that is not tea. That is not content. That is not keeping it real. That is not just asking questions. That is called playing in dangerous territory with somebody's name, somebody's livelihood, and somebody's real freaking life. And I'm so tired of this internet culture where people think being loud is the same thing as being right. It isn't. Some of y'all confuse recklessness with bravery, mess with truth, volume with evidence, and a rant with journalism. A microphone does not make you credible. A platform does not make you careful. And a crowd of messy supporters does not make you correct. Yeah, I am talking about the comment section too. Let's be clear. If you have proof, there are always ways to handle serious matters. If you do not have proof, then what you're doing is not advocacy for rape victims. It's just theater, ugly theater, low budget theater, community center theater with bad lighting and worse morals. And what makes it even nastier is when folks package this kind of chaos as entertainment. Grape is not funny. Now everybody's clipping it, reacting to it, beefing over it, monetizing it. I just saw House of Hypocrites talking about he's going to go and do some more investigation on it or research on it. He's going to drag it and spin it, and suddenly a serious claim becomes just another podcast title. Disgusting. This is sick. This is what happens when clout becomes more important than a character. Or than your character. Some of these men get behind a mic and start performing masculinity like it's open mic night at the House of Delusion. Chest out, voice raised, ego inflated, facts missing, Corey. And then when the backlash comes, suddenly everybody wants to act misunderstood. Misunderstood? Really? No, you were irresponsible. You were sloppy. You were messy. And you were far too comfortable saying something explosive in public without the kind of discipline that a serious matter like grape requires. Because here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. A lot of these platforms are not built on truth. They are built on escalation. Who can say the most outrageous thing? Who can go the furthest? Who can make the wildest claim? Who can get the most clips? Who can trend off another man's name? It's not spiritual at all. And if it is a spirit or spiritual, it is spiritual roach behavior. Yes, I said it. Spiritual roach behavior. And I want some of you internet uncles, Craig, to understand something. Just because you are funny sometimes, and I'm being gracious here by saying that you are funny sometimes, does not mean you are above some kind of accountability. Just because you are entertaining does not mean you are also disciplined. And just because people laugh at your delivery does not mean your judgment is sound. A joke told wrong can offend people. A reckless accusation told wrong can destroy people. That is a different league of mess what Corey is doing. He's upset because Poetic Flacco revealed to all of us some of the most distasteful jokes Corey has ever told out of his own mouth, and now we call him a weirdo. Please, and the audience, y'all need to grow up too, because some of y'all treat every public scandal like a sport. You pick teams before you pick facts. You start celebrating before anything is really, truly clear. You turn into backup dancers for the slightest bit of dysfunction. No. Use your freaking brain. Use discernment. Use the same energy you use to screenshot, repost, and be fake shocked, and maybe apply it to the question. Should this even be said this way in public at all? He was talking about grape. Because everything loud is not true, y'all. Everything viral isn't even freaking valid. And everybody with the ring light is not fit to handle serious accusations. A comedian wants to willy-nilly just throw grape accusations on his dusty-ass platform. He should leave that shit to TMZ. At least they would use better decorum. Baby, what you're doing is not investigative reporting. What you're doing is just ego in a hoodie. It isn't justice. It's just performance art for a deeply unserious man. It's not courage. This is just freaking male gossip on a podcast. Because you're in your fifis that we didn't like your distasteful jokes about young girls in New Zealand that you could allegedly or not allegedly, or I think I snapped, I don't know, sleep with and not buy gifts for. That's what you said, bro. That didn't need some research or some investigative reporting. That just needed a fucking play button. Let me say this with all the love in my heart. If your entire brand is built on saying the most reckless thing possible and then hiding behind what I said is what I said, you are not bold. You are just undisciplined. You are not dangerous. You are not powerful. You are not some fearless truth teller. You are a content goblin with a microphone and a grievance. At the end of the day, serious accusations are not toys to be played with. They are not punchlines. They are not promo strategy. And they should never be thrown around carelessly for attention, revenge, or views. So no, I'm not impressed by who yelled the loudest. I'm looking at who acted with discipline, who had receipts, who showed restraint, and who knew when to shut the fuck up. Because some of y'all don't need bigger platforms. You need better judgment. And that's my take on it, Corey. If you made it to the end, tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think podcast culture has gone too far with reckless accusations and clout chasing by these grown men who could be considered somebody's grandpa? If so, like this video, share it, subscribe to Smell the Roses, and hit that notification bell. And if you really rock with the channel, become a member and support the platform directly. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, Rosebuds.